And we're on our way with our 15 and 16-year-olds.
Alright everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is the 2024 Juniors 15 to 16 National Championship in Augusta, Georgia. This is the road race. It is 47 miles long and 3 laps. It is a very roller type course. There wasn't any huge climbs. There was one leading up to the finish, but that was about it. Alright, here we're coming into the first turn. Now there are some, there's hitters in this race. Everyone who's anyone is in this race. Everyone I've raced this year, plus some other guys that I haven't, are all in this race. There's the favorites though are Enzo Hincapie, who are on EF Education on 2. So he's the defending road race champion. So he's going to be the guy that everyone marking, and he's going to be the guy to watch. All right, this is the first hill. It's full gas up the hills and 0 watts on the downhills. That's the second corner right there. So yeah, it was also tricky because there was a yellow line rule in effect, so you couldn't go over the yellow line because that side wasn't closed off. So it was as you can see, you got 4 guys on the front and they're just blocking. It's almost impossible to move up until it's strung out. Alright, so here I'm putting in a little bit of a dig, kind of like a tester attack. They kind of moved over to the left, so I just went on the right. Then I bring them all to the center line to try and squish the group a little bit to string it out a little more. So I put in a little bit of an effort here, but they get right back on me. So I just soft pedal and let them get back pulling. Yeah, there was a lot of attacks, but they weren't crazy. Oh, here goes Enzo. So he's attacking up at the top of this climb, and everyone knows that Enzo's the guy to beat, so everyone's just chasing him. And I just kind of chill because I know Enzo's going to see all those guys on his wheel. He's just going to sit up. It's kind of what he did a lot in this race. And then I just have these other guys close the gap for me, so not a lot of energy spent there. I just keep a steady power and let those other guys chase it back. Yeah, I just get onto Brady's wheel, and then I just follow him to move up some spots right here so I can get back to the front and stay out of the chaos. Which there was 4 crashes in this race that I did not see or know that happened until the end of the race because I was at the front avoiding them. Because it was, since it's the double yellow line, it's very tightly compact, so it's very sketchy. Alright, here they kind of just let me roll off the front, so I kind of bring the power up a little bit, but then once we hit this little uphill, they just attack and up to me, and then once they get up to me, they kind of just stop. Here, Eli is just drops an all-out sprint out of the middle of nowhere, and I'm third wheel, so it's my job to close that one down, and it's Eli and an EF rider, so I have to close that one down. I close that down, no problem. I don't know, that was kind of random. I guess that's what he was trying to do. It was unexpected. But he did that big effort, so I just go over the top of him because I had momentum. They catch on to me though, and it comes all back together. Alright, here DC Devo rider is attacking up the left side, and then Rowan and everyone else just gets back on him. And then Enzo immediately counters, but I mean, this field was just so strong, everyone was on the same level. There wasn't really much gap that you could get because everyone was on you. Here we're literally going 10 miles an hour. Not kidding. 10 to 15 miles an hour. It got really slow at some points. Here they just let this guy go off the front, and Enzo yells at Brady, "Alright, go chase that down." And then Brady just gets on the front and just motors all the way up to that guy. That's kind of what happened a lot. Anytime there'd be some sort of breakaway, Enzo would just tell Brady, bring it back, and then Brady would just sit on the front and bring it all the way back. So it was really hard to bring it back. Alright, here, so they bring it back, and I had a lot of momentum. They all just hit their brakes on the front and stuff, so I just carried my momentum. It's a solid attack right there. A slingshot effect. It's like an insta gap, but then, yeah, they just get back on the front and bring me back too, so, yeah, it was just really tricky. Eli counters right here. He gets up the road, and I mean, like, I'm not going to chase that back. There's other teams that can do that for me, so I'm just going to sit in and wait. I do, however, do a little bit of an effort right here on this hill just to get around those guys. But I do a little bit of effort right here and then immediately rotate over so the other guys can bring Eli back. Here we're coming into the finishing hill, and you can see right there on the left, Enzo goes, and everyone freaks out. This is also through the feed zone too, so they're all like trying to get their feed at the same time. So it was a very smart attack by him because he just had Brady keep a high pace on the front to hurt everyone's legs, but he attacks right here. Everyone is just going crazy, trying to get on his wheel. I kind of like, I want to say sad climb it almost. Like, I was near the front, they attack, I kind of drift to the back. That way I don't have to, like, drop crazy watts to stay with Enzo because he's insane. So I just let all these guys bring the gap back for me, not freaking out, because it's like it flattens out right here coming into the finish, and then it's like a right-hand turn downhill, and then they all just sat up, and I got back on without having to do like crazy amount of effort. So that was kind of like, I don't know. I mean, I'm glad they sat up, but like if they would have just kept going, they would have got a bigger gap and like maybe start a breakaway. Here I had momentum on the left, so I just, carry my momentum, got up to these guys. Then I just had even more momentum, so I just get arrow and just like carry my momentum down this hill. But it wasn't really an attack or anything, they're all on me, but I'm just trying to stay near the front because in the bag it's literally chaos. Here's what I'm doing again. Yep, moving up the right, but I had momentum, so I just attack right here, get a little bit of a gap, but they just bring me back. It's like it was almost like impossible to get a gap. Like, I don't know, it was just really hard because everyone would just sprint right onto you. Like, even some of my attacks were really good. They had like the slingshot effect and everything, but then they just, I don't know, EF would just send their Brady to the front and bring everyone back. Alright, here they're just letting Matthew Krab go for some reason. I don't know why. It's Matthew Krab, never let him go. But they just let him go right there on the climb. He put some power on the pedals and he got the gap. Everyone's looking at each other now and they're like, huh? But Enzo sends Brady to the front and they literally chase Matthew Krab off the front for an hour. Like, literally. Matthew Krab was off the front for an hour on this course, which is insane. And it was really hot outside. Like, I think he cramped up with like 10, 12K to go or something. And we finally caught him, but like for a while he had a solid 30-second to a minute gap, and I honestly thought he was gonna make it. Like, he was flying up there. But yeah, it all comes back together. My GoPro unfortunately died with like a lap to go, so I did not get last lap, but I did get the finish.
That looks to be one of the EF Education on-two riders on the front, making a move. And there's a rider coming out on the middle lane, but no, to be Enzo Hincapie, your national champion, defending his title. Yeah, Enzo Hincapie defending that national.
And I got 19th out of 61. Enzo Hincapie got first. He was actually given a run for his money by Diego Duran, who did a phenomenal finishing climb right there. I think I had a okay race. I mean, it was not like a hard race. Like, I wasn't like dying during the race, but it was like just hard enough to put some fatigue in your legs. So on that finishing climb, you didn't really have 100% power. So yeah, I think also in the finishing climb, I was sitting like third wheel or something. And then the attack, like with 600 meters to go, came from, I want to say like 10th wheel or something. So a train of like 10 guys came up my left side, and I was third wheel, but then you have these 10 guys come by you. So I then had to jump onto the train, and it was just possible to like hop on, then move up 10 spots, and then sprint. So I kind of just finished at the back of that. Yeah, fun time out there. Looking forward to the crit. See you guys then. Peace.